Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of You Haven't Seen That Podcast, or YHST for short. I'm Isaac.
I'm Elva.
And this is, of course, a show where we cover movies on the growing list of films and ask people asking us a question.
You haven't seen that?
Intermission edition. As I said before on the previous episode, we'll get around to doing the movie breakdowns and stuff. We're just having a lot of fun doing these little bite-sized things, so let's get into it. D23, as of this recording, happened this past weekend, and we have... Wait, speaking of growing lists, this list got really long.
It's the really long list.
So we are going to rattle off something. Some things are going to be like, just like kind of, supplemental announcements if you're not in tune with what's going on to D23 and Disney and all that jazz, and you're like kind of waiting for stuff to kind of pop up in your post. Allow this episode to be
your guide.
Your guide, that list. Some of them were just announcements. Other ones were like first looks, and other things were actual like trailers
or teaser trailers.
So let's fucking get into it.
Let's get into it. It's Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5, that was one of them that was just an announcement.
Yeah, so the announcement was Toy Story 5. Lilo and Stitch, we got like a little announcement as well.
Well, going back to Toy Story 5 real quick, the only thing we got was like a concept art, and it looked like the toys were being ignored because their new kid or whatever technology is distracting them. Which I'm actually surprised that we waited to part 5, because even part 4 it could have been that. Although we were still more of like the Andy storyline.
Yeah, so I think this may be Bonnie.
Oh, you think so?
Because now if you buy any Toy Story toy,
yeah,
any Andy, it doesn't say Andy at the bottom. It says Bonnie.
Interesting. Okay. So it seems like what the basis of that's going to be. I don't think the Toy Story movies have missed so far.
No, I think they're pretty good.
My God, the first one came out in what, 94, 95?
94.
Wow.
We were like
aged.
That was early 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A mere 5-year-old.
I was a mere 5-year-old. You were a mere 6-year-old.
What?
November.
I was a 6-year-old.
All right. And then you said Lilo and Stitch was also another announcement.
Yes. And I was excited to see just Stitch pop out of the screen.
CG Stitch.
Oh my God. He is my favorite.
What's interesting, because it was just, the image was of, Stitch popping out and be like, oh, the little Stitch, or whatever. And, to make it CG, it's supposed to be like, oh, you're grounding it in reality. And it is kind of still like the cartoon. They didn't do, what I'm trying to say is that they didn't ugly Sonic him.
No.
Just straight up that Stitch. Now he's got fur. There you go.
Yeah.
An amazing movie. If I haven't said it in any other previous episode, I get a little bit scared when they do quote unquote live action adaptations of beloved cartoons, because they might miss beats here or there. And you, of all people, fucking love Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
So you'll be the barometer when it comes out. When does it come out? Do you know? Or is it more of a year?
2025.
Okay.
I have a whole year for me to wait for this. And Ari, you're lucky you didn't get called Stitch.
That was very close.
Chaotic one.
I named him. Speaking of Disney, Aristocat. That's his full name. Aristocat Gray.
Yeah, because we couldn't say the name of the little kitten that looks like him. Starts with a B.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Benji.
Incredibles 3.
Incredibles 3.
Was another announcement.
No first look or any images or idea of the plot?
No, it's kind of just, boom.
Okay. I hope they're a little more grown up, because Jack, I think, is everyone's fucking favorite because he has multiple powers.
Yes, I'm hoping. I think that may be his thing.
I think what's interesting in general about The Incredibles is, yes, there's, here's the main plot and they have to fight the villains and whatnot. There is this sort of like underlying tone of their family problem of the year or whatever that people can still relate to. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Yeah. So this one is also like in the works. I don't have an exact year.
God, these movies do take a long time to make, just full CG stuff. I mean, like, technology as it goes on makes it a little easier to make, and the movies do ultimately look better as it goes on. But all that being said, like, yeah, you want it to look fantastic. It's going to take some time. I just hope that, Disney doesn't disappoint with their stories with a lot of the movies, except for Cars 2. Did you ever watch Cars 2?
No, but is that the one that has, I'm not sure if it's Cars 1 or Cars 2. Is it the one that has the little red kid car going, Lightning McQueen?
I think that's the first one.
Oh.
No, I could be wrong, but no, part 2, him, Lightning McQueen and Mater were.
I know Mater got a spin-off show or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Part 2 was like, now they're spies.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's a fucking departure from the original storyline.
Yeah.
Next on the list,
Moana 2, and that one did have a trailer.
Oh my god!
And it's such a good trailer.
Speaking of Disney always having heart, Moana 1 was fantastic.
Moana 2. By the way, animated Moana 2.
Yeah, no live action. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because there is a live action in the works where The Rock is playing Maui.
Maui. He's still playing Maui, yeah. So I just want to make that clear.
I love Moana 1.
Yes.
That was a great soundtrack. Again, Disney doesn't fail with the soundtrack, the songs, the music, the heart, the comic relief. Like, it was all there. I know what we're getting signed on for, and yeah, it shows a bit of the plot of the thing that they have to go do, but the things they have to deal with along the way. I am excited for Moana 2.
Oh, dude, and that trailer, it made us go. Oh.
There's one little part the grandma's ghost pops up, and I'm like, no, don't guarantee me a fucking cry moment, Jesus. But I'm excited that Alan Tudyk is coming back as Hey Hey.
I love Hey Hey. Oh my god, dude, Hey Hey.
Credit to Alan Tudyk. If you fucking don't know, look him up. He's in absolutely everything Disney, and I think he's like in Resident Alien. Anyway, sorry, I'm a bit of an Alan Tudyk fan. Next on the list, go.
We got a look to Johnny Storm for Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I didn't actually see what because the full picture is essentially the cast of the Fantastic Four. Darn it, I forget all their names other than like Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Richard Reeves. But at the very end of the table, you have Johnny Storm in his Fantastic Four outfit, and it looks like the aesthetic, even from like the original kind of concept art of them, like it's supposed to be in the future. I think it's might be multiverse now.
It is very vintage, like very. The look is very
like 60s, 70s, 60s look. Yeah, it's kind of near turtleneck.
But I'm loving it though.
Yeah, I think I did see people have a little problem with the way the outfit looked. I think though, because we're so used to how a lot of these costumes are looking, where it's like that textured, tights kind of rubber sort of thing, but
latex look.
Yeah. So I don't know. This might be interesting.
Look, I have a love-hate relationship with Fantastic Four. Okay, very love-hate. Anyone who knows me should know that the remake of Fantastic Four in like
2015.
Yeah, I want my money back still from that movie. Okay,
so bad.
I don't hate movies.
That was a bad one.
But the hatred I have for that one.
She won't let me live it down.
I am so sorry.
From the trailer, and then we'll get back to the list. From the trailer of that reboot, with I forget the actor's name.
Miles Teller,
yeah. Michael B. Jordan, a few others. I was like, I want to see it. You're like, dude, it looks bad. I'm like, no, but it could just be a bad trailer. And we watched it, and I go, I'm so sorry. It's so bad.
I remember looking at you just like,
you still don't like, yeah.
Really?
9 years, you don't let me live it down.
No, never.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. He's
Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm.
Okay.
Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
And Eben Moss Backrack as Ben Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing. I like Joseph Quinn. I like all of the cast. It seems like a lot of the kind of press junkets or whatever and announcements they were doing, especially like at Comic-Con, everyone seems to be getting along. So chemistry is very key in a lot of movies.
And Pedro Pascal and Joseph Quinn do have a couple movies together. Gladiator 2.
That's right. It's coming out this year.
Yeah. And Joseph Quinn has been getting some movies, so he's doing really good.
Yeah. Quiet Place 2. Or, Quiet Place Day 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
And did they release when the movie's gonna drop?
It's expected to come out July 25th, 2025.
Because end of July, this past Comic-Con, they essentially in Hall H announced, all right, we're gonna go start filming. So they just started filming this.
Yeah, so it's expected to come out next year.
Great. I'm on board.
Quick.
Sorry, I was going to say sweet and great.
New word, guys. Quick.
Leave it and going.
Daredevil Born Again.
Man, this has been the long-awaited continuation. I wouldn't even say like second season or third season or whatever. I think Netflix had 2 seasons of Daredevil. Charlie Cox was wonderful as Matt Murdock / Daredevil, and I love that. Also, that show had the introduction of the Punisher, played by,
oh my God, John Bernthal.
Fucking A, what a good Punisher.
You know, he broke his nose on set of
The guy looks like he breaks his
The
nose
Punisher.
often.
15 times, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
One time at the set of Punisher.
So it looks like, you know, there was a couple of other shows, Marvel stuff that was on Netflix that ended up not getting like their continuation. Daredevil was such a hit. I'm so glad they're bringing this back. He did have a little bit of a crossover in the Disney Plus show She-Hulk, which not a lot of people liked, but thought it was okay. And he kind of donned his original red and yellow costume. So I'm excited to see that. I think there was like a set photo of him in full comic, near comic accurate outfit.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was around the time when Daredevil was on Netflix, there was talks that they were going to be brought to Disney, since that's around the time that Disney bought Marvel.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it ended on at Netflix with 3 seasons, and then nothing happened for the longest time.
Which, by the way, it was still in that, even though it was on Netflix, it was still in that universe. There was just Netflix, essentially all the Marvel stuff was street level Marvel characters. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. Iron Fist sucked. Yeah. Man, that one sucked. I really don't hope they bring that back. I'm probably not going to watch it. Next on the list, go.
Snow White.
Okay, let's get into this one a little bit. Boy, there was a little controversy surrounding this for a number of reasons. Well, let's start with the fact that the actress, the lead playing Snow White, is Latina and is a light-skinned Latina. And so maybe there's some, maybe that can play into it. Maybe there's some, because if anyone is a person of color, you know that within culture, there is, what they don't call it, colorists, or, like if you're darker skin compared to lighter skin within your culture, there's that kind of plays within your interaction within your culture.
Yeah, I should know.
Yeah, you're white. You're the fairest of them all. But so a lot of people were complaining about her casting, and I was like, you know what, whatever, right? Because she's lighter skin, maybe it could play. I don't know, whatever. And then there was a lot of videos of her popping up, talking to people about Snow White, along with Gal Gadot, and I think the director. Just talking about Snow White in general, and essentially saying that, you know, Snow White don't need no man kind of thing, and stepping away from like the original story and kind of shitting on said original story. It
was so there were a lot of hardcore Disney fans, including me. It kind of didn't rub us the right way, how she was saying things.
Her attitude. Yeah, it sucked.
It was her attitude. I think she was promoting like another movie, and she was like saying these things about this because she was also being asked by like, oh, your other project as well. And just the fact that she was playing this role, but bashing in a way her role in this movie that kind of just didn't sit right with anyone.
Another issue people had when they released, I don't know if it was concept art. I don't remember if it was concept art or an actual like frame of the movie. It wasn't a set photo because you got a first glimpse at the dwarves, and it was sort of heavily implied that the dwarves were going to be computer generated. They're going to be CGI. I got
a little bit on that one as well. I think Peter Dinklage is one of them, one of the dwarves. I'm not so sure. But there's an interview saying that he should have spoken up about it because you are taking
jobs away
from the person who said it was also a dwarf. So he goes, it's a disability. So like you're basically erasing us from being even seen. Yeah. So you could have opened so many doors for many more of us, but he didn't speak up, and that's kind of like what's rubbing. Like not really going good with like that, because he did make a good point though. Like you could have changed the story, how they were changing the story here. You could change the story. The whole thing is you're erasing something.
Yeah. And so just a moment ago, we did watch the trailer. Actually, we didn't know that a trailer was out. And as we were looking at other stuff, we're like, oh, there's a trailer out. And it looks very much like a complete live action adaptation of the original 1937, pardon my years, Snow White, complete with the, yellow and blue outfit, the hair, everything, the shoulder puffs.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
With Gal Gadot as the Wicked Witch, evil stepmother,
queen.
evil queen. Excuse me, I get all my Disney stuff mixed up. She looks wonderful.
It does get confusing.
Yeah. I think good casting, by the way, for Gal Gadot. I want to see her as someone. Well, we did get to see her as someone bad in Netflix's, was it Red Notice? So
yeah, but this one I feel fits more her theme.
Totally. I like seeing her more stuff.
She just her and the whole evil queen.
Yeah, it looked cool. It looked really cool.
I was like, oh God, Gadot, you look good for this scene. I'm like, I don't think Wonder Woman was your thing, but this one may be your thing.
She's gonna turn me on to witches.
Hi. All right, next.
But hold on though. Does the trailer make you want to see it? Because even though it's live action, boy, oh boy, did a lot of stuff look either computer generated or altered. And it really felt fantastical, but not exactly in a great way, where I'm like, why even do this?
Yes, it's still going to make me go see it. Mm-hmm. One, just because I need to see it before all the merch comes out at Disneyland. So I'm not watching. Did
it surprise you? I guess I should have asked.
Yes.
Yeah.
But because I didn't know what their look was for. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going for a classic Snow White or a little bit of a vamped up Snow White.
That being said, now that you saw that it's a complete classic look, did you kind of oh, that looks kind of cool?
Also, yeah. It kind of gave me little butterflies.
Sure.
I'm like, oh my God, yeah. So yeah, I'll watch it. I'll take you to watch it with me.
Well, okay. All right, next on the list.
Okay. I have here Red Hulk.
Okay, so this was just more of we got to see more of Harrison Ford's.
Get it right.
Sorry, Mr. President, didn't mean to stumble. Second time you play the president.
Yeah.
Then didn't mean to stumble on your name there, Harrison Ford. You get to see full raged out Harrison Ford as a Red Hulk, as Thunderbolt Ross as Red Hulk. It just looks so fucking cool. Even, I know we saw the first glimpse of him in the first Captain America Brave New World trailer. The fact that we got to see him more is really just super, super duper cool.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that. Moving on.
Ironheart.
Full, it's going to be a show.
Yes.
Correct? So it's a Disney Plus series. We get full plot, full story, full first looks at how everything's going to play out. I actually think it looks really cool. People were kind of on the fence about this. Disney Plus, this past couple of shows have not really been strong. We'll see how this one plays out, because I think this one was promised back from Bob Chapek era. And so this might be leftover things. I hope they at least focused on the story to have us care about Riri Jones as Ironheart. I think
Riri
Williams. Sorry, who's Riri Jones?
I don't know.
Anybody know? Oh, we love this actor, even though I forget his name, but Usnavi is in this.
Usnavi. Oh my God. Who is Usnavi?
Damn it.
Oh, Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos. I should have remembered that back from the Twisters.
Manny Montoya is going to be in here?
Who's that?
He is, for anyone who has watched Good Girls, he's the bad guy. Yeah, that guy.
All right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to watch all of these things I'm going to watch. I'm excited for this one.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So first episode I have here is September 3rd, 2025. So next year.
Oh, God damn it.
But we do have at least a release date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's that. And on to the next one.
Freakier Friday. And this was just the announcement of the movie.
So overall, I think I've said this before. When there are sequels to movies and it's been quite a while since the original, if you can pull up when the first Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan came out.
2003.
2003. So about 21. Oh God, does that feel aged? 21 years ago? Yikes. Was anybody asking for this movie?
I was secretly asking for this movie, and I'm pretty sure everyone else was secretly asking for this movie. And Just seeing Lindsay Lohan look so healthy and Jamie Lee Curtis going back to the role.
Was there a trailer?
No.
Okay.
But they have been some like them filming on set kind of pictures and stuff. And Chad Michael Murray comes back, and I'm excited for that because we all know in 2000 era, Chad Michael Murray was everyone's crush back then, as well as Josh Hartnett.
Hartnett.
Yes, not Nick.
I don't know why when we were talking about Trap or I did my review, I kept saying Hartnett. And I went back and I go, what is wrong with me? Why didn't I realize that at the moment? So apologies. I know you guys fucking knew it. And fuck you guys for not saying anything in the comments section. That's why they're there.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see.
So you're championing this movie?
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to go see this movie.
Take me with you.
I will.
Let's check it out. I'm very curious about it. And it has been 20 plus years. Was the original one fun?
It was fun. We can watch it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, we don't have to make an episode, but we can rewatch it.
All right. On to the next thing.
Agatha All Along.
Okay, so
and that has a trailer.
Yeah, we didn't know that there was a trailer. We were going through the list and like let's just make doubly sure because when we accidentally stumbled on Snow White, we were like, fuck, I didn't know there was a trailer actually came out. It was so interesting that they decided to do a spinoff of WandaVision with the villain Agatha, played by
Catherine Hahn.
I love Catherine Hahn, by the way.
My gosh,
she's amazing.
So nice.
WandaVision came out, I believe now, about 4 years ago, I want to say.
2021.
I was really curious where the story was going to go and how you're going to follow along with essentially the villain. Saw the trailer. I found it intriguing. I thought it was interesting. Mm-hmm. I'll check it out tentatively. I love that Aubrey Plaza is in there. I love when she plays like dark characters.
I think she may be the villain.
Might be.
Yeah, because that's what kind of they were hinting at in the trailer. Now, I don't know if that's just like the humor of her character. Because you know how she kind of has a little bit of a dry but dark humor in a way.
This might go a little bit over your head, but when WandaVision was playing out and I was watching breakdowns of it just to make sure I was missing anything, Easter eggs and so on and so forth, people were like, oh man, Mephisto. I'm like, who the fuck is Mephisto? Evidently in the magical world within MCU or just Marvel Comics, Mephisto is like the head demon guy, kind of I think the creator of the Darkhold, which was the dark book that Agatha and Wanda were fighting over in WandaVision. And there may or may not have been glimpses of Mephisto, a devilish creature.
Ooh.
That would be super awesome if Aubrey Plaza turned out to be Mephisto.
This one's first episode comes out. How the trailer said it. Okay, I'm just repeating what it said. Halloween season, September 18th, 2024. Now, if anyone says September is not a Halloween season, you can come to my door and tell me that, but you're wrong.
All right, on to the next.
X-Men 97.
Just
season
more of
2.
Just more of a greenlit announcement. Yeah. You can check out the Hypertext breakdown of X-Men 97. Part 1 and 2 is out now, and we covered it pretty in depth. Just basically how much we loved it and how good of a job it did, how well that show treated nostalgia and didn't just like play the same beats, but really improved on it. So excited for season 2.
I have not seen it for the fact that I don't know how it was going to do, and I didn't want to ruin my childhood for that. So
you can check it out.
Okay.
You'll love it. You will cry.
When don't I cry in things?
Good question. Borderlands.
Yeah.
Next.
Tron Ares.
So, we thought we found a trailer, but it was like a fan-made trailer, a really good fan-made trailer. It had me going for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is going to be starring Evan Peters, Jeff Bridges, Jared Leto's going to be in it. I did find a little clip here or there of little snippets of stuff.
Yeah, and it comes out 2025. Oh, already has a release date.
You hear me?
October 10th.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people liked Tron Legacy. I thought it was cool. I did revisit it recently, and I thought it was cool because that music was done by Daft Punk.
Yeah, this one's going to be done by 9 Inch Nails.
Sick.
So, and I'm also excited to see Evan Peters in none of a murderous role because he's a good actor, and I want to see him in other roles as well.
I love him as Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah, he's so favorite.
All right, next.
Zootopia 2.
Just more of an announcement that they're doing it. I thought part one was really cool. I thought it was really funny. If no one's ever seen Zootopia, the premise is essentially, what if humans never existed? And then, the animals essentially kind of gain sentience and, have their own civilization. It's very cool looking. I thought it was actually an amazing looking movie.
I love the sloth in it.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite. So yeah, I mean, I don't know where the story could go, but I imagine writers are going to write something fun and engaging. And I'm for it. I'll check that out.
Writer's going to write.
Right.
Then we have Avatar, Fire and Ash.
And is that just an announcement?
Yes.
The title and everything? Because it was hinted in the Way of Water that they're kind of going to be going through the elements.
By the way, I still have not seen the first Avatar.
Oh shit! Do we have to add that to the list?
I think so. But when we went to go see, was it Avatar, Way of Water? Mm-hmm. I kept asking you, I'm like, do I need to see Avatar, the first Avatar, to understand? And you're like, no, I think you're good. And which you were right, okay. Because I think there's only like certain things where I'm like, what the fuck is that? Or what's that? And what's this? And I'm like,
why do their ponytails have tentacles in it?
I know. Like, okay, I guess. But now I need to go like rewatch the other two so I can like make sense of like the Way of Water to like answer my own questions.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, but so I need to watch it before Avatar, Fire and Ash come out.
And a lot of credit to James Cameron, dude. He always like finds new ways to shoot these movies, and they do look amazing. Way of Water compared to Avatar 1 look fucking fantastic. I mean, fucking like doing anything water related is difficult to do. And in the first one, whatever little water scenes that they had, they, mocked up water. Like, they didn't actually submerge the actors in water in their, like, ping pong, pajama suits, the mocap suits. Sorry. I said it in one breath. So they actually had, in Way of Water, they actually submerged a lot of the actors in the water, as well as had great water simulation. Like, they really, it felt super grounded. I'm excited to see how they're going to handle fire, I suppose. I'll watch this movie. I like the Avatar movies. I mean, the stories are like, they're really well done. The first one, people were like fucking dying over. I thought it was a really cool looking movie. I wasn't really, writing home about it, but I'm going to see these movies. These are like epic blockbuster movies. Fucking Avatar 1 beat out,
its own
Endgame.
And then they're like, let me go. Endgame beat them, cheating. And then they came back.
Yeah, that's fucking cheating. Does it say? Are you able to see what it actually box office was for that?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and look it up. But I also want to say that Avatar. This would be Avatar 3, which would come out. I do have a release date, but I'm gonna go ahead and say expected to come out December 19th, 2025.
Okay.
May change, but we never know.
Because they were, I think James Cameron had said they were shooting part 2 and 3, and they have half of 4.
And then it's also going to be a 5.
Fuck yeah.
So that 5 won't come out till 2030.
Oh my God.
Avatar 4 is expected to be released 2029.
Wow.
So I'm guessing Avatar 5 would be 2030, 2031. That's what I saw earlier before I switched my opinion. Yeah. So Avatar, what am I looking at? Avatar?
Oh, the box office for Avatar 1. And as Alva's looking that up, in case you don't know, as of this recording, Deadpool and Wolverine fucking broke $1 billion. So super awesome. Fucking
let's see if they keep going so they can beat Avatar. But Avatar made 2.923 billion, and Endgame made 2.798 billion.
Wow. Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if Deadpool Wolverine beat both of those out?
Yeah. And then Avatar The Way of Water made 2.32 billion.
Whoa.
So they're up there. They're both good movies.
That's amazing.
So the next couple things that we have here are mostly rides or Disney parks related. So anyone here who likes to go to Disneyland has a magic key. We do have a couple of rides. Coco, there's a Coco ride that's coming out in California Adventure. They're also doing Villains Land and Cars Theme Ride and Land in Disney World. So that's going to be cool. They're also doing Indiana Jones in Disney World. They don't have an Indiana Jones ride over there. So that's going to be interesting. They also have a Encanto ride going on in Disney World. Now, this is the one where I wish we had it here, that we had a Monsters Inc. land. And we don't, and Disney World is going to get it, and I'm mad.
We have Avengers Campus here.
I don't care about Avengers Campus. I want Disney. I want Monsters Inc. But they're also doing a land and a ride for Disney World. Talking about Avatar, we're getting Pandora at California Adventure.
Ooh, where? Like they're building it separate from something, or are they taking something over?
Disneyland, Disney itself has been in talks with Anaheim City to expand to another.
Oh, I do remember them talking about that.
So I'm guessing that's going to be one of the expansion sites, which is freaking amazing because now I don't have to go all the way to Florida for this.
Freaking bats.
Freaking bats. And I do have here Walt Disney Audio Animatronics are going to be coming out in 2025.
What do you mean?
So kind of like the
animatronic
Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
So kind of like that, but it's going to be Walt Disney.
Of Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited for that because I want to see how, like, where they're going to have them or how it's going to be used throughout the park.
Okay.
Or is it just going to be like...
Oh, God, I hope it's not something creepy like he's actually, like, walking around talking to people.
Well, there is some guy that looks like him and he goes into the parks.
Oh.
And he has, like, a suit. Yeah.
Not actually, like, a cast member.
No. He's just a...
Regular guy. Cosplayer?
No, he just looks like him and goes in the... Yeah, well, basically cosplays in
What
there.
if it's him? What if Walt Disney actually managed to successfully unfreeze himself and reanimate? Moving on.
Okay. For anyone who's been waiting for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it is opening November 15th, 2024. Now, I don't like drops at all.
Not even rope drops? You don't do the Disneyland rope drop?
I've never done a Disneyland rope drop. I never wake up in time. Oh, wait, no. I take it back. No, that doesn't count because we weren't there. No, that one year during COVID for my birthday, we went and it was super early when we got there.
Okay, we got near rope drop.
Yeah, but they let us go beyond that because you can go through certain lands before the rope drop.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like when a ride has drops.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Big drops. Little drops are okay.
Tower of Terror. Sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fun fact, I gotten stuck on Pirates of the Caribbean like 3 or 4 times by now.
Wonder what the record is.
But that, yeah. So I will go ahead and check that ride out and see how it went from Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Oh, that's right.
But from like what I've seen, those animatronics and everything, it's like
they're
spot on. Yeah. So I'm very excited to see how it's going to look inside. Woo! Okay. The last but not least, also another one that I'm going to be excited for is Mondo and Grogu's adventure for Millennium Falcon. And that won't come out until 2026.
What is it? Is it going to be like a separate ride, or is it going to be like an included version? Because you get different flights on that ride, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of going to be like Star Tours. I'm guessing because I didn't get much of the details for that one. But I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like Star Tours, and you're going to just have to Russian roulette that thing and see which one you get.
All right. Cool.
But 2026. And since I do love that ride, I can't wait. So I'm sorry, I'm going to keep my magic key until then. Maybe live longer.
Who are you apologizing to? Me?
My
People?
wallet.
All right. Anything else D23 oriented that we might have missed?
I don't think so, but if there is...
then people can let us know.
Yes.
Down in the comments, in the DMs, any other sort of which way. I like the music. I always forget how much I like the music. Sometimes I rush through talking through it.
It's peaceful.
Isn't it? It's a nice little way to ease it out. I mean, it was a kind of really energetic episode. So, again, let us know if we missed anything regarding D23. Let us know what you're excited about that's coming up in the next year, 3 years, 5 years. Jesus Christ, the Avatar thing. You said like 2030. And you can find us. You can let us know all these things on our social medias. At
Forehead Films, FOREHED Films.
On
Instagram and TikTok.
And yeah, that's all, folks. Sorry, I felt like momentum was going. So in the meantime, let us know all of those things that you're excited to see and check out. And in the meantime, let us know what films are on your growing list that has people asking you the question. You haven't seen that? Later, folks. Till next time.
Bye.